when I came here, I didn't have family. Like my closest family is in Alice Springs, and that's like a whole different world away from here. So I came to Brisbane, and I didn't know what Brisbane was even before I came here. Like I didn't know anyone. It's been up to me to network with people, associate yourself with the right people, and just be outgoing and have the self drive to achieve what the positive things that you want. Hi everybody, my name is Mercy, and I'm a student at James Cook Uni, and I am studying a master's in IT and a master in business administration. I'm from Kenya. Yeah, that's it.
Hello, I'm Kevah. I'm from Iran, and I'm a student at James Cook University, Brisbane. I'm studying Bachelor of Tourism, Hospitality, and Events. I'm happy to be here.
So, how has your journey here in Australia been? Like, how long have you been here in Australia?
I think I turned 1 year in like 1 week. So, how has the journey been? Well, it has its own challenges, but I think it's manageable. Like it's doable. It has its own challenges, but it's doable. I don't know what else.
A
Like
roller coaster of events, I guess.
yeah, a lot happens. There's a lot of adjusting you need to do to get into the system, but it's doable. That's the thing. It's all doable.
Oh, awesome. At least one key word from what she said is it's doable, you know?
Yeah,
Sure,
it's possible.
Yeah,
If you can dream it, it's possible.
it's possible.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been here, bro?
Same year, and I came here last September, 7th of September. Yeah.
How would you say, what has your experience been like?
The thing is, I have a family in here. You know, my older brother and my sister-in-law, they're Australian citizens. They've been living here for almost 10 years. I'm lucky to have them, with me. They show me the path. And sometimes, on the other side, maybe, when you're on your own, you have, capability to stay out of your comfort zone, be more confident. So sometimes I'm kind of be spoiled because, to be honest, but no, overall, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
Like it.
I mean, coming here in Australia and studying, it's quite different from where you're coming from. So it's a lot of adaptation. You need to adapt to the culture and the lifestyle here.
Sure.
So what advice would you give, or what tip would you give to someone maybe from your country,
Iran, yeah.
and they're planning on coming to Australia to study? What tip would you give them, to get them prepared for the unforeseen future in Australia?
Well, the first tip I can give them is English, the main language. So it's not about perfection. You don't have to be like Shakespeare, or being 100%, grammar correctly all the time. It's impossible. Even native speaker have some errors. It's all about connection, And I remember one time I was on my break at work, and I was sitting, and one of the customers approached me, and we're having a conversation. He was from Australia, and we're having a talk, and he gave me a good tip. He told me, don't try to be like Australians. Try to be yourself. Bring your good things and your culture, and try to approach it. And he told me, but don't bring your bad stuff, obviously.
I mean, everyone has a background.
Yeah, for sure. But the thing is, in here, I think in Australia there are too many opportunities. But the thing is, you have to work hard for it, especially when you're international student. You have plenty of challenges, financially stuff, blah blah blah. And for me, I come from an old-fashioned style of education. We will to give you a specific, you're looking for unique answer, but in Australia it's based on research. There's no unique answer, so you should have a bit of research. I'm talking about bachelor, not master. I don't know about master, but in bachelor you should first go for the research, and for the ones who want to go to the uni, which I highly recommend it, even with the expenses and stuff. But it's kind of like investing.
Yeah.
I used to do 3 jobs, back in then, because after circumstances of the visa, we can work unlimited. So I had 3 jobs, and I was technically a full-time student. It was a bit hard, but overall, I think I kind of missed it. After we have some,
Yeah, we're definitely going to come back to talk about like the
sure,
work restriction.
Sorry, I'm a talkative person.
So,
Yeah.
do you mind telling us, like sharing a tip to maybe someone from Kenya that's trying to get an admission here in Australia? Like, what's that most important tip that you would tell them to do for their journey here in Australia?
I think the most important thing that you should do as an individual before you go anywhere or you go into anything, as he mentioned, is research.
Yeah.
Do your research. All this information is there on YouTube. You can Google everything. Everything is online on school's website. If you want to go to, for example, before I came to James Cook University, I went through its the school's website. All the information is there. All the how to get jobs. We have something called Job Links here in James Cook, which is a service provided by the school. And that's how I got my first job when I first moved in here. And they really help you, like, write your CV and know what sort of job you're looking to work, which jobs you can work into, both casually and professionally. Like, they guide you on whatever that you need. And so first, do your own research and understand the place where you're going, understand the weather, for example. I chose Brisbane because the weather is like normal, somehow similar to Nairobi, because we don't have like extreme winter. Well, it doesn't snow in Brisbane. It doesn't get too cold. Even during summer, it gets to temperatures where you comfortable temperatures. I mean, it can get hot at times, but we have air cons everywhere you go, so temperature should not be a huge factor. But yeah, just do your own research about what you want. If it's about studying elsewhere in a different country, understand the language that they speak there. At least for us Kenyans, English is a national language, so we blend in well here when we come here. And you don't have to speak like Australians, as he said. Like,
course,
everyone here talks differently. And no one, even if you've lived here for how many years, no one gets the Australian accent. It's just different.
I mean, talking about Australian accent, that's like a huge topic on its own.
Yeah,
Where do-
for sure.
Yeah.
Every part have their own thing and accent like
Yeah.
this.
I mean, yeah, everyone has their accent. So
Yeah.
the most important thing is do your research and come prepared with a lot of information that you can. And also, one thing that she said is that you can get support while you're here.
Yeah.
It's not like you're left alone to find your feet.
Yeah.
On arrival, you have your support.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And also, you need self-drive. All this information there's no one to come and tell you, now do this, now open a bank account. You need to have the self-drive. Like, I've seen some people coming in here and it takes them long to get a job or do something, but you need to have the self-drive and know that you're here alone. I don't know, for me it was a bit more extreme, because when I came here, I didn't have family. Like, my closest family is in Alice Springs, and that's like a whole different world away from here. So I came to Brisbane and I didn't know what Brisbane was even before I came here. Like, I came here, I didn't know anyone. It's been up to me to network with people, like, associate yourself with the right people and just be outgoing and have the self-drive to achieve what the positive things that you want.
Yeah, I mean, I really love this conversation because he had his family here, so it's a bit of a soft landing for him.
Yeah.
And as against her, coming here, being all by yourself, it's a bit of a challenge. But I mean, the story, I think the end justifies the means. You definitely be proud of your efforts. Once you get your feet. After you arrive here in Australia. So recently, I mean, earlier this year, before June, international students were able to work full time, and also while they study full time as well. I mean, it's definitely, the change has come with a couple of challenges for everyone. Do you mind sharing what your challenges has been like? How has this affected you? It could be a positive affect, it could have a positive effect on you or a negative. How has it affected you so far? The work restriction we're talking about.
Well, technically, it has, I think, bad influence because it's about, we come to, uni to study and having a better job, but it's too costly. It's too much, to be honest. And I think there should be, some kind of, consideration about it. But let's talk about, good stuff. The thing is, it's for everybody. It's not for me. That's the thing. I remember, when my brother in 2015 he came to Australia, they could only work 20 hours. So comparing to them, we have 4 hours more. So that's a good perspective. And the thing is, I think, from my own view, it's better to, try to get a job in the same way. Yeah, field you studied. That's what, because I used to do accounting, and I was working at hospitality, retail, and first two semester was okay, not really, perfect, but it was okay. Last trimester, since I had core subjects and, hurdle exam. I don't know if you guys know what hurdle exam is. The thing is, you should pass the exam as well alongside with the, attendance, and assignments. And it was really tough, and I realized I'm not really passionate about it. But since I changed my major to hospitality, this is totally understandable. And I have, it doesn't matter if I don't sleep, if I have less sleep, if I have to go to work, if I have to, blah, blah, blah. I'm okay with it. I have more flexibility. That's the good thing. And yeah, I think you should have a vision, and things change. Things change. You shouldn't be, really into it, because you just have to be around and keep moving forward, I guess.
Couple of changes. Have you had anything change in your pattern of in your lifestyle since your implementation?
Well, not that much, because for me, when I first moved here, the first job I got, I used to work just 3 days in a week. And I was assisted by Juliana from JobLinks to get the job. And I used to work data entry, like in a visa application company. And yeah, I used to do data entry, but then I was told there are other jobs with better rates, So I moved. I was told, hey, you guys, disability has a higher pay. So I moved into disability, and I've been doing that since. I was not getting shifts. Everyone was getting shifts because it's not an easy field to work in, because especially dealing with mental clients. And previously, I used to work in corporate. Like in Kenya, I used to be a sales and marketing representative. So coming to Australia and switching careers, and then I'm like, what did I get myself into? Sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, I mean that's a really important thing to note.
Yeah.
Is, most of us, some of the students, a couple of the students that I've spoken with, had a different career path.
Yeah.
In their hometown.
Yeah.
And getting here, you just have to, kind of
be flexible.
Yeah.
You have to
adjust yourself to what's attainable, what the kind of jobs that you can get as an international student.
Yeah. So for me, I went to disability, and I worked with like 3 different companies when there was no restriction. But again, they were not giving me long shifts. I don't know how some people were getting long shifts. Like you could hear someone is getting like a 12-hour shift, but I'm getting 4 hours, 6 hours. And so eventually I just decided to settle with one company, which was giving me constant shift, but with very good rates. Yeah. No, that's how I ended up. And because at the moment, so the switch from no limit and with the limit, I didn't feel that impact very much, because I was still working within the same hours, and I'm able to sustain myself here because I'm just alone. So you have to find the affordable means to live, like in terms of rent, like live within your means, know what you can afford and what you cannot afford, know where to put your money, because everything is expensive here. Like literally everything is expensive. So even if you're saving, spend on the right things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So so to answer your question was if I felt the impact.
Yeah.
I actually didn't feel the impact, but right now I have more time. And with now the more time, I recently just applied and I have an interview next week. Now to go back to my career line, because
IT.
IT, and there's a company that was looking for someone doing MBA in IT, and Juliana sent me the email.
Mm-hmm.
And so my another advice, just check your emails, respond to them, check
Sure.
what suits you, because Juliana constantly sent emails or various opportunities. So what you can do is look which one suits you best.
Oh, again, twice. Oh my God.
It's okay, you can touch my hair.
That's really awesome. I mean, you shared a lot of tips and insights. I mean, that would be definitely helpful to anyone coming here. So, quick one. There's a lot of students abroad that are probably confused about their destination country, like where they would go for international studies. So would you recommend Australia to anyone that's kind of in a confused state about where they would go? I mean, you can actually sample these questions by probably the availability of work and flexibility and cost of living and all of that. You can actually weigh this, make this decision with this, sampling these areas of life. So, would you recommend Australia to any student that is trying to choose their destination country?
Wow. It depends on what you're looking for.
Mm.
Yeah.
But in terms of living here, I mean, I love Brisbane, to be honest.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I love Brisbane. Yeah, Brisbane is good. Like, Brisbane, the weather.
I don't do well with the cold.
Yeah.
I mean, Brisbane has a very mild weather. When it's cold, it's not killing. When it's hot, it's not killing too. So you can survive.
And in terms of like better transport systems, like living in a country where systems are really working, and even if you're taxed a lot of money, like we are really taxed a lot of money, like you can feel the impact and the value for your money. So I mean, the roads are good, but just like any other citizen of any other country, everyone complains about their government, but but I feel like the lifestyle here is better. And there are more opportunities, especially if you're able to work in your line of career. The people are kind. Of course there's always one mad person in the market, but there's always but generally I can say that people are very friendly and it's a good environment. I would recommend. I haven't been to other continents, so I can't compare to them. But
so on a scale of 0 being the lowest and 9 being the highest, where would you put Australia?
7.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So would you recommend Australia?
100%.
100%.
If you want to, move, abandon your country and be an immigrant, sure. Why not? Because it's kind of like as large as a continent, and it has only 26 million population, and it can be pioneered. It's not like US or Europe.
It's not overpopulated.
Because you always have some kind of opponent, in every field you're working. But in here, you have some kind of freedom, I guess.
So it's a growing
on a
economy.
Scale of 0 being the lowest and 9 being the highest, where would you place Australia?
8.5.
Awesome.
Oh, that's high. Out of 9. I mean, is it out of 9 or out of 10?
Out of 9.
9?
9, yeah. Not out of 10.
8.5.
8.5 still. Yeah, I mean, you guys, you've heard it. If you're in a state of confusion, thinking, a lot of students are wondering where they should go study and all of that. I mean, you've heard it from the people here on ground here in Australia and Brisbane, to be specific. Good ratings, and I hope this video helps you make your decision, where to go for your international studies. So one last question. I always ask a couple of my guests this question. What would you do if you won $1 million on lottery? Yeah, money. What would you do? you, I guess you're trying to absorb
Yeah,
the
the
money
shock,
first,
like, oh
because
my God.
you,
What should I do?
well, it's not a real money. Just
It's just I already, okay, it's just a thought. You go first.
I go first.
Yeah,
I travel as much as I can, especially inside Australia.
within Australia. Oh,
bro wouldn't he wouldn't be worried about working anymore. That's what he means. Just spend the money traveling.
Why not?
traveling.
See nice places.
Yeah.
Ah,
Why not?
Awesome. What would you do?
first, I think I will try and invest something.
Yes.
buy an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Or invest in real estate. Wait, it's a million. It's not like 500 million. So I will buy I will buy an apartment. Yeah, and travel. And travel. Yeah, go to. I've always wanted to do a Europe tour.
Europe.
Yeah, Europe tour or Asia, depending on how much money I have left. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of money. I don't even know what to do.
But it's $1 million. With the current rate of inflation and everything, that could not be so much money. But
I will kill for $50 now.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for it was a very wonderful discussion with you guys, and it was very insightful. And I'm pretty sure that this video would definitely be helpful to someone out there, deciding on where you want to study. And presently, we're in James Cook University in Brisbane, and the experience has been amazing. And of course, the lifestyle outside of school has been pretty much amazing as well. So thank you so much, guys. It was wonderful talking with you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day after this.
Bye-bye.
they can check us out.
Oh yeah. Guys, can you just give them your Instagram handles, and so they can give you a follow?
My Insta, Keshi, KESHI_Mercy, and YouTube, Lifestyle with Keshi.
Awesome.
Facebook and Instagram, my name and last name, Kaveh, Kaviani, KAVEHKAVIANI without space.
Thank you so much once again, and thank you guys for watching. You know what you have to do, like,
subscribe, share
as much as possible. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day, guys.
Rolling.
We'll be back. Hello.